Hello everyone. This channel provides the latest information on the Three Gorges Dam. If you are interested, please subscribe to our channel. Everyone loves the Three Gorges Dam. As of 8 a.m. on February 10 local time in China, the water level at the Three Gorges Dam was 168.95 meters. This is a drop of nearly 50 centimeters compared to the water level at the end of last month. The dam's water level is gradually decreasing, and they are scheduled to lower it to 145 meters in June. Looking at the dam from upstream, the water level is likely to be around the line indicated. As of 9 o'clock this morning, the flow rate at the upstream observation station was 6,360 cubic meters per second, and the inflow to the Three Gorges Dam was 7,400 cubic meters per second. This means that the total value from around the dam and from the tributaries is 1,040 cubic meters per second. The flow rate to the dam has decreased compared to the 31st of last month. As of 8 a.m., the dam's total discharge was 8,010 cubic meters per second. The dam's total hydroelectric discharge is 31,000 cubic meters per second. If I do some simple division, I get that the Three Gorges Dam is operating at 26% capacity, with 8 hydroelectric turbines. They've increased the discharge slightly compared to the end of last month.
NISHIYAN channel.
Check out the latest information on the Three Gorges Dam released by China's Hunan Provincial Hydrological Bureau. They are continuing to maintain the upper limit of the discharge volume, shown in black, while tightening the lower limit. The inflow volume, shown in green, is showing a downward trend. The upstream observation station in Chongqing is reporting a decrease in flow. The water level of the Three Gorges Dam had been declining until now, but the pace of decline is slowing due in part to the small difference between discharge and inflow volumes. I'd like to discuss the Three Gorges Dam, a topic that often comes up in discussions about issues surrounding Taiwan. The term, Taiwan emergency, has become a frequent theme in recent years. The Taiwanese leadership is said to be a one-party state under Xi Jinping, and recent reports have suggested that senior military officials have been purged. Furthermore, at the end of last year, China conducted large-scale military exercises surrounding Taiwan. These developments have caused tension not only among neighboring countries, but the entire world, to watch the situation closely. One topic that always comes up is whether the Three Gorges Dam would be a target of attack in the event of a Taiwan emergency. The Three Gorges Dam is one of the largest dams in the world, and its location and size make it impossible to hide. This has led to widespread speculation. However, attacks on dams are considered a violation of international law. A collapse or major breach of the Three Gorges Dam in particular would have a serious impact on the lives of the approximately 400 million people living downstream. On the other hand, the Three Gorges Dam is a gravity concrete dam, an extremely robust structure, and experts have expressed doubts as to whether it would be easily destroyed by a conventional missile attack. Still, if the worst-case scenario of war were to occur, no one knows what would happen. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, reports suggested it might have blown up a dam in southern Ukraine in 2023. Some of you may remember this story, as we covered it using satellite imagery. Taiwan is said to have already deployed cruise missiles with a range of 1,200 kilometers, and it has also been reported that it has recently been importing weapons from the United States. This combination of information may be amplifying anxiety. There are also rumors that interceptor missiles have been secretly deployed around the Three Gorges Dam. Specifically, air defense systems similar to the U.S. Patriot missile are likely, but details have not been made public. Even if the dam itself is sturdy, it is unclear what would happen to the associated facilities, specifically the shiplift and shiplock, if they were attacked. Of course, it's best not to get into a tense situation, but with so many scary stories happening all over the world these days, we have to prepare for the worst-case scenario. Next is the 12-hour actual data from the windy weather forecast. This shows the situation up to 4 p.m. today. In the area downstream of the Three Gorges Dam, large rain clouds were seen and it was raining quite a bit. On the other hand, upstream of the dam, there has been almost no rain. Since the beginning of this year, there has been little rain upstream of the dam. The Three Gorges Dam is a massive project built at great expense in the middle reaches of the Yangtze River. Its three main objectives are to control flooding, generate hydroelectric power, and support shipping. However, a continuing decline in rainfall in recent years has meant that the dam's hydroelectric power generation functions are not being fully realized. At the same time, environmental concerns have been raised, including issues such as sediment accumulation in the dam's reservoir, changes to the ecosystem, including impacts on fish, and deterioration of water quality. Furthermore, there are various other issues, including its relationship with climate change, deterioration of concrete, and an increase in drifting garbage. Chinese state media tends to focus on the dam's benefits, ignoring these aspects. They emphasize that the dam's water levels are optimally controlled for hydroelectric power, navigation, and flood control, and that there are no safety issues. However, I have always questioned this explanation as I produced this video. According to our channel's research, the area covered by the Three Gorges Dam is the area indicated by the green line. Next, let's check the forecast for the future. There is no sign of heavy rain for a while. Today's weather at the Three Gorges Dam is forecast to be cloudy with occasional sunny spells, with a maximum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 2 degrees Celsius. Rain clouds are expected to pass through from the weekend through next Monday. Construction of China's Three Gorges Dam began in 1993 and was completed in 2009. It is known as one of the largest dams in the world. The dam was built primarily for flood control, power supply, and water transportation. The Three Gorges Dam, the world's largest, has a generating capacity of 22.5 million kilowatts, making it a significant contribution to China's energy supply. However, the dam has many issues, and the possibility of a dam collapse during flood seasons is often discussed, causing concern for many people. The Three Gorges Dam is located in Yangtze City, Hubei Province, inland China, and this is what it looks like in cross-section. Yangtze City is approximately 60 meters above sea level. They dug down about 50 meters to the foundation bedrock and built a 175-meter gravity concrete dam on top of that bedrock.
This dam can withstand a once-in-100-year flood. The ground here is very hard.
Executives emphasized that the ground beneath the dam is made of monolithic granite, making it extremely solid and safe. In the past, the state-run Xinhua news agency was so proud of its gigantic dam that it famously boasted that "the Three Gorges Dam will last 10,000 years. However, this was later revised to 1,000 years, and recently it has settled down to 100 years. This is a video that summarizes information about the Three Gorges Dam, and is a popular video that has been viewed more than 150,000 times. The URL is posted in the summary column, so please enjoy it. In China's Yangtze River Basin, low rainfall continued until around June this year, a trend clearly shown in cumulative precipitation data. Meanwhile, 5 years ago, heavy rain and flooding caused rivers across the country to overflow, causing serious damage. At the time, concerns were raised about the safety of dams, and the issue became a hot topic. And last year, while rainfall was low in the first half of the year, it suddenly reversed once the flood season began, resulting in higher than average rainfall. Statistical data also confirms these extreme weather changes. We'll continue to provide the latest information based on objective data, so please subscribe to our channel.